Chapter 198, Underground Ruins. I dig a hole and push my way through deep in the underground. A layer of different feeling of material appears clearly so far there. That can't be natural by all odds, and it was a man-made object. There's no reaction at all, even if I use the soil magic. While the soil magic is called the soil, the range that it affects is considerably wide. Even if it's soil or metal, if it's a big solid body that has a shape, it has a function on anything. Alba constructs the bridge instantly, and I can dig the hole smoothly because of such a reason. And that soil magic was repelled by the wall at my feet. In other words, it has resistance to magic. I appraise the details of the wall with wisdom. Impossible to appraise. Although it's not that I didn't expect it at all, I was not able to appraise the wall. Because I know that it has a resistance to magic, it's probably impossible to break it with magic. Having said that, when it's said whether it can be destroyed with physical strength or not, I can do it, but when I do it, I don't know what will happen. I decided to make full use of detection and grasp the whole aspect of this underground facility reluctantly. It was no use. Although the detection passes to some extent, it becomes dim in the hollow part, and the detection can't be activated well. It seems there's a jammer. This is considerably bad. Although it's good if the jammer is from the wall, if some kind of magic is activated inside, this underground facility is alive. That's a big problem. Should I inform Girigiri? Even if I say so, I don't have the way to inform him. I have no choice but to get in, I found a thing like the entrance of this facility with detection. I dig the hole around the wall and advance to the entrance. In the wall that broke off on the way, a square space of one side about 5 meters filled up with soil appears, but then the inside is filled up with soil. I move the soil with magic, and the appearing door. The door is made of a heavy metal, and it seems to be the type that slides from left to right to open. There's nothing like a knob. Well, that's obvious. It's clearly a different thing from the civilization above. It's a mechanical door that was clearly made to open automatically. This square space might have been an elevator originally. I put my hands on the door that's unbecoming in the fantasy world. The door that's buried in the soil for a long time didn't open automatically. I reluctantly force it open manually. Heavy. Although it can be opened because of my status, this is too heavy, but such an impression becomes trivial immediately. Ahead of the door that I broke open forcibly, the emergency light that emits faint green light. I'm shined by the light, and the inside of the underground facility appears faintly. Well, I have the night vision, though. An unbelievable thing was put there. A metal puppet of height about 2 meters. In a word, it was a robot. In addition, it was made with considerably advanced technology that's aligned on both sides of the wall. No, I did expect it, you know? Although I did, what's with a robot in the fantasy world? Moreover, this robot is a combat type no matter how I look at it. Thank you very much. The worst one is these robots are still alive. In the evidence, the robots begin to start together with a noisy siren, although a voice of something can also be heard with the siren. Unfortunately, because it speaks a different language than the one I learned from the Queen's knowledge, I don't know the contents. Well, at any rate, I think that it's the announcement that an intruder came, so intercept it. Intruder, in other words, it's me. I'm intercepted. Damn it. The robot stands up. It was a 4-legged robot. There are 4 arms, too. Although 2 that are reproduced from the human's arm, and the weapon like the sword combined with gun is attached in the other 2 instead of the hands. Is it like 2 guns, 2 swords style? The normal arm also grips a heavy large caliber gun. Is it the 4-gun style? There's no head, and a small muzzle is attached instead. Is it the 5-gun style? Approximately 100 robots of such world-tearing outlook. Approximately is because wisdom doesn't activate well in this facility. Somehow the detection jammer is not from the wall, but it seems to be the magic obstruction activated in this building. Even if I try to activate magic, it doesn't go well, as if the construction is being obstructed by something. This is bad. I'm in a pinch, plainly. As long as I'm here, I can't use the skills. I can only rely on simple hand-to-hand combat. Magic obstruction, that's according to the name, it obstructs the activation of magic. In other words, magic can't be used. And, in fact, most of the skills are magic. The skill's identity is a simplified thing that assists so that the magic can be activated easily using the power of the system. The power of the soul of the skill's owner forms as plain power. Whether my threat or my poison, everything was the product by magic, and naturally resistance is also included in it, the physical nullity that I have. This one also sets up a barrier on my body, so the powerful physical attacks, to the powerful physical attack. In fact, I myself don't nullify the physical attack. Furthermore, despite saying nullify, if I'm hit by the power that exceeds the barrier's defensive ability, I will receive damage normally. If I'm hit seriously by an alien who was born on the super vegetable planet, I will break into small fragments. Little Dragon Ball reference. The resistance is the magic that always deploys a defensive barrier to the attack, the neutralizing function. Because the magic is obstructed naturally by the magic obstruction, the present me is in an origin state without any resistances. Furthermore, my status is also done by the magic called Enhanced Body and Cover Enhanced Destruction. The offensive ability is only reinforced with hitting muscle strength by magic. I only raise the muscle strength corresponding to it to move quickly. Because I activate it in the body, the magic obstruction has a small influence. It doesn't mean that it's not only small. Regarding it, it's good if the defensive ability is inside the body, but the surface skin receives the magic obstruction directly. In other words, one thin skin is almost a state without defense, although I can still endure it in the body. When the thin skin tears off, the defense of that place torn off falls. And so, if it's pierced, it will become a fatal wound sooner or later, something like gradually torn off from the skin. What's with that torture? The army of 100 robots versus I, who's without any skills, and my status is weakening. This is seriously bad. Oh god. It's a bunch of fucking robots. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. Super unimportant, but something happened, like, when I was recording this. I think either... I'm pretty sure I read it, but the video messed up, but I forgot about it, and I already recorded a bunch of episodes that are videos, or past this, but I need to upload this one, so I already know what happens, and it's great. In general, I already know what happens when the video is uploaded because I've usually read a few chapters ahead, but in this instance, I already know what happens when I'm recording it, which is fun.